Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to another Save the World Q&A video. Yes, we're back to doing the weekly Q&A videos. You guys know that every single week I like doing a Q&A video where we try and answer all the questions that you guys might have about Save the World, or questions that I have about my opinions about Save the World. And we've been doing these weekly, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed that there hasn't been one for the past couple of weeks. And if you joined the Discord, you guys can see what's going on right now. Right now I'm dealing with a lot of personal stuff, so that's why I guess last week there were fewer videos than normal, but I'm sure you guys have noticed that over this past weekend we've ramped it up again, and I'm back to doing at least one video a day. And keep an eye out, because not only will there be more Save the World content, but there's going to be videos on other games coming soon, as well as more unboxings and a bunch of stuff like that. But the most important thing is, during the weekly Q&A video, we're going to be announcing giveaways, and I've decided to do something a little different. So if you guys just want to make sure to come back and check out the channel, every single Monday there's going to be a Q&A video, and in that Q&A video I'm going to be announcing a giveaway. And right now, because well, these are mostly Save the World Q&As, we're going to be doing gift cards. We're going to do V-Buck gift cards, and this week, since I missed a couple of weeks already of Q&A videos and giveaways, we're going to be doing a $25 one. So if you guys see there, that is 2,800 V-Bucks. It's a Fortnite gift card. I think you can use this one anywhere. Yeah, I don't think we've had a problem with that. So all you have to do to enter this giveaway is leave a comment down below. That's all you got to do. You don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like, you don't have to do any other stuff. The only reason you have to leave a comment down below is that so we can actually find who that person is, and we can, you know, do a random comment picker and pick the winner. So that's all you got to do. Just leave a comment down below. It can be a question, it can be a hi, it can be a hey, it can be whatever, as long as it's not, you know, offensive or a swear word or something like that, because all of those get removed as well automatically. And it doesn't matter if you comment one time or 20 times, only one comment will work. So all your other extra comments will just get wiped out. It'll just be one entry. So one entry per person, and $25 gift card. If you want to see who the winner is, come back next week in the next Q&A. And like I said, I've decided to now, we're just going to be doing these giveaways every single week. So every single week from now on, there's going to be a gift card. Usually we do the $10 ones, but like I said, because we missed one, the 1,000 V-Buck ones. But actually, now that I realize it, the gift cards cost more than the V-Bucks cost to buy them in the shop. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if they're going to change the price for that. I wonder if they're going to change the price for that. But anyway, we're going to have to take a look at it. 1,000 V-Bucks. 1,000 V-Bucks is up for grabs. Sorry, 2,800 V-Bucks is up for grabs this week. Just leave a comment down below. So let's go ahead and start the Q&A section portion of this video. And let's go, because we have a lot of questions. Now, I did not include a lot of duplicate questions and a lot of questions that don't really... they're not really relevant anymore, because, you know, things have kind of been answered in the past few weeks, but we still have a lot of them. So let's jump into it, guys. Let's do these as fast as we possibly can. Question 1 comes from Steven Valvano, saying, question: if you could make any change in Save the World, what would it be? I would make it free to play, and I would bring back Founders Editions. That's the first change I would make. I have like 80,000 other changes I would make, but that would be the very first change that I would make. Next question comes from Ken. Did I skip one? No, I didn't. Ken Ingram says, question: what other games do you like playing, and which do you recommend the most? Currently, right now, I'm actually playing Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, just because I've been able to play them while not being at my main computer and everything. It's long story. Again, join the Discord, you guys can learn more there. So I've actually been really enjoying playing Diablo 1, Diablo 2. I really enjoy a game called Torchlight, which is a lot like Diablo 1, Diablo 2, which have been free in the Epic Store. I've also am enjoying playing Rocket League right now. I still need to finish Maneater. I really enjoy Deep Rock Galactic, and of course Super Animal Royale. Actually, there's a lot of games that I'm enjoying playing right now. The Last of Us 2 I still need to finish. There's a game that TF and her husband gifted me, which I'm going to say the name of it. It's called The Forest, but I will say this: highly not G-rated. It is a very, very mature game. But yeah, there's a lot of games out there that I really enjoy playing. And you know what? I do intend to play more of them on stream. To the YouTube channel, on my channel here on YouTube, I'm probably going to stick just to Save the World content. I know I did announce a little bit ago that I'm going to be expanding and stuff. So we're going to be doing more, other games. Like every single week I will release some gameplay of a different game, and of course there will be weekly unboxing videos as well as a lot of Save the World content. But yeah, for now I think I'm going to keep it that way and just enjoy playing a lot of different games on stream. If there's a game that really hits nice and we really like how it feels, and I want to make content for it on YouTube, yeah, I definitely will. Next question is from Buster of Doom saying, question, when will Ventures 2 end? November 20th. Monster75 says, question, do you think they will add the new materials since they're making weapons high level? We already have new materials, and even though they told us a long time ago that we would never see those materials in Save the World, the 6-star materials, they told us that they weren't going to use them. I think they might. I think they might actually use them, just because I don't think that they're going to make new stuff. I think that they may have a lot of content that, not just content, but ideas that they've developed over the years, and probably ideas they had since before they released Save the World, that at this point right now where the game is, they may just continue working on them, or if they already have some work on it, just continue working them. But yeah, I think they will add new weapons. Sorry, I think they will add new materials. You know what? But we would need a new area for that, and I don't see them adding a new area anytime soon. But anything can happen. TF asks, question, if you were a part of the developer and creative team, what would your priority be in the game? What new ideas would you implement in the game? What have you shared ideas with the development team? To answer your question first, yes, I have shared a lot of ideas. Also, for those of you who have been watching over the years, you may have noticed that over the years I've made videos and then kind of magically a couple days later or in the next update something changes. I don't know if someone from the developer team does watch or if they do watch, but if they do, hi, we've said this before. But yeah, there's been several instances where it's been kind of like, that's kind of interesting. But to me personally, I don't think that I would be, well, okay, let me say it this way. I don't think that I could be part of the developer team because I don't think there is a dev team for Save the World. I think there is a dev team for all of Fortnite, and Save the World is just something that they do whenever they have some extra time, or they might be like, I don't know, every Thursday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is Save the World time. And during that time, the developers take a look at Save the World, fix any issues they might, and maybe try to implement new stuff. But I don't think Save the World is even close to being on the list of priorities for Fortnite and for Epic. I just think that's the case. So I don't think it would be possible if I could be on the develop. If there was a developer team just for Save the World, we would see it. We would see big changes and big, advancements. But priorities right now in the game for me, honestly, I don't even know. I can't tell you. Maybe fix some major bugs that we have. But honestly, where the game is right now, I honestly wouldn't even know where to start. There's too many things. There's new areas. Maybe actually make Ventures feel like a different area. Oh, defenders, schematic. There's too much. There's just too much. But yeah, that'd be awesome if I could be. But you know what? I don't think I would like to be, because then I wouldn't like the game anymore. Then it would feel like a job. The Great 2003 says, question, I'm fairly new to the game, just started Plankerton, was wondering what you would thought was more important for me to do first. Should I focus on the main story, ventures, dungeons, or try to collect guns, traps, resources, thanks? Wow. Okay. I would, if you're brand new to the game, you may feel really overwhelmed, really overwhelmed, because there's just so much in this game. It's too much sometimes. I think if I were you, what I would focus on would be the story. We know that everything is in a rotation now. So even if you miss something right now, don't worry. You're probably still going to be playing the game in 6 months to a year, and it's going to come back again. So I wouldn't be that worried about getting stuff. If I were you, I would focus on the story and enjoy the story. Enjoy the story. If you have a little extra time, or if you get tired of doing the story, then yeah, I would say, go ahead and do Ventures. Ventures is going to be really good for grinding gold so you can purchase everything in the shop. Try and get everything you possibly can in the event shop that you don't have. I would say, as always, I recommend starting with the armory slots and then getting all this up here. The Space Invader, the Copper Dissector, Gunblade Southeast, Survivor, Schematic, Schematic, I wouldn't waste my time on those because you're going to be able to get those naturally, or you can just recruit them from the collection book. Also, take a look at what you can recruit from the collection book with the Legendary Flux. Whatever you can recruit from the collection book with legendary flux and manuals, don't bother spending your money on unless you have a lot of extra gold. But like I said, right now I would recommend just focus on the story, enjoy the story, don't rush the story, because the story is really well done. And if you're just starting the game, you probably haven't seen a lot of the areas in the map, so it all feels new and exciting to you. So just enjoy the story. Everything else that's coming in the shop, everything else that is, rotating in, all the events and everything, we already know. Like, they told us that it's on a schedule now. So more than likely, we are on a schedule for the next year, maybe 2 years. I don't see the game going anywhere for about 2 years. They may have little enough to just, keep pumping out enough stuff to, to bring out. So you're probably going to get a chance to get all this other stuff. So I would recommend focus on the game. And just enjoy the game, because the game is absolutely fantastic. It's wonderful. Oh, and you did say guns, traps, and resources. I would say focus on particular guns. Like if you don't have it yet, like the Zap is wonderful. It'll carry you very far. A good sword, the Pulsar 9000 if you can get it. There are certain key weapons that you can focus on, but traps are going to be very important. Traps are going to be important, especially if you play the trap tunnel. If you work like that, if you have a jail build, you can do like that. But yeah, I would definitely recommend to focus on that. Crispy says, question, this is more an idea, but would you be willing to try a small mini series where you try your fans' loadouts? It's a good question. Obviously not every loadout, but the ones that are possible or that interest you. Yes, I like that. I really like this idea. We could probably do this on stream, actually. We need to find a way to maybe a certain day, choose or pick a certain day where we can be like, hey, we're going to be focusing, we're going to be doing this, like today, I'll try any loadouts people say, and we'll try them out and see how they work. Yeah, I like that. Next time you come to a stream, remind me. We'll figure it out. Chase Craft, I saw the big C, asks, question, do you think they'll come out with new traps, example broadside sound wall? I believe that yes, and the reason for this is, and I want to make this very clear, I don't believe that they are actively developing Save the World anymore. I don't, guys. Ever since we started seeing those bows come out over and over again, I think the bows were supposed to be part of some really awesome event, maybe. We talked about this on stream, and I said I thought it would be awesome if maybe we got abandoned on a desert island. If we had continued around season 4 or 5 and for Battle Royale, and we would have kept going side by side with Battle Royale, then it's possible that we could have had more of those crossovers, and it's possible that we would have also, technically Save the World also disappeared. Remember when the end happened? We know that the end happened because of Ray. And this is something that very few people know in Battle Royale. The end happened because of the deal she made with Kevin the Cube. Whatever deal she made with Kevin the Cube caused the end to happen. The end was caused by Ray from Save the World. And we know that for sure. We also know that those visitors more than likely could have been a version of Dr. Vinderman or Desiree or others. We don't know. There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of different possibilities in the lore of Save the World there, and Battle Royale as well. So we know that there's a lot of that was supposed to be integrated. But because of the popularity of Battle Royale, they kind of left Save the World to the side. Save the World just kind of, disappeared pretty much. And a lot of the lore, a lot of the development that was going to happen for Save the World just got left behind. And that's what I'm thinking is happening. Like I said, I thought that it would be awesome if one time we had in Save the World some kind of a story where everyone got abandoned on a desert island. And then what could have happened? Well, You know, Clip could have been like, hey, give me your weapons. I'm going to design new weapons. Because if you notice, all the bows are made out of parts of other weapons. So it could have been great. It could have been great if we could have had a whole storyline where Clip would have been like, hey, go find me these different, these different supplies or these different weapons, and she'll make new weapons. And it could have been a huge, awesome storyline. But again, they just started giving us the bows without any warning, without any explanation. They just it was kind of like they had these assets, they had these things, and because Save the World wasn't really being developed anymore, they were just like, hey, we're just gonna, send them out there. Because of this, I think that there are a lot of other items, and there's a lot of other resources, traps, heroes, a lot of other stuff that was developed before but was never really used. And I think that's what's happening now. And I think that's why, yes, we will see more traps in the future, because I'm sure there are other traps that just were never used that they are going to eventually, just release them. All they have to is now is time, and all they have to do is work a little bit to kind of work them in. And as we've been told, there is going to be every single season, there's probably going to be a very short narrative quest line. So I'm sure there's some new llamas in there somewhere too, and something. It's not a lot of content, but for someone new to the game, it's a lot of content. For the veterans, it's not, unfortunately. Tactical Pepper says, question, do you think they will ever add a Storm King sniper shotgun? Oh, that's a harder question. We know that the other Storm King area exists, so I wouldn't see it being impossible. And again, whenever they develop the Storm King, I am sure that they also developed a lot of other weapons. What we're going to need is hopefully some sort of little quest line, or some sort of narrative quest line, or something that gives us an excuse, to get it, to use those things, to get those items. If not, then probably they're just going to release them randomly or update the Storm King one day, which would be nice. It would be nice now that we're actually getting higher level weapons and everything. It would be nice, because I'm thinking once we get to about level mid to high 140s, mid 140s. I think once we get to no. I think once we get to low to mid 140s, you're gonna start seeing, like, natural, like single. You're gonna start seeing actually, you know what? Even low 140s, you're gonna start seeing the Storm King be too easy. So by then, they're gonna have to make another upgraded Storm King, maybe, or a harder level Storm King. I don't know. I always thought it would be amazing if they just brought the Battle Royale area that we had, the LTM, if they brought that into Save the World. It'd be great. Corduroy Cat says, question, do you think it will help if Save the World balanced the game towards single player mechanics instead of co-op, making co-op only an option? Wow, this is a marvelous idea. It is great, but not possible. They would have to do a massive revamp and overhaul of the entire game. The amount of developer hours that this would take would be huge. So there's no way they would spend that money to do it. But honestly, brilliant idea. This would be brilliant, where you could have co-op as a side thing. Especially since a lot of people just play single player pretty much. But you know what? Hopefully the communities do continue to grow. This is something I've always said, like, join Discords. I have a Discord. Link is down below in the description. There's a lot of people playing Save the World and streaming Save the World on Twitch and on YouTube too. And if you're looking for people who are just playing the game, you're going to find them. You're going to find, YouTubers doing content for Save the World. If you find them and you join their communities, chances are you're going to find other people to play with, and you won't have to do things solo anymore. So that's good. Move says, question, do you watch any Save the World YouTubers? Unfortunately, no, I don't anymore. The one, not YouTubers, actually. I don't watch any YouTubers that play Save the World. I used to watch one Twitch streamer who played Save the World, but unfortunately he doesn't really play Save the World anymore that much, so I don't. Plus, I haven't had time in the last 2 weeks at all. Question from It's Phoenix. Question, does this mean you're quitting Fortnite Save the World soon? And sadly, I quit the game. I only come to support your vids, but never play because of all the new stuff. It's recycled things and ventures. There's no point of trying to get any 4 stars on or any new max level because there's no use for them. Now, this comment was made on my on my video where I talked about the whole sabotage that, Battle Royale was, or Fortnite was sabotaging Save the World, the packs. No, I am going to continue playing. Save the World is tons of fun for me right now. I know that a lot of people, especially the veteran people, are no longer playing Save the World, and that's okay, guys. It's okay. This is the thing. If you play a game and you beat the game or you finish the game, it's okay to stop playing the game, guys. It's okay to stop playing the game. Equally, if you play a game and one day the game is no longer fun for you to play, it's okay to stop playing it. It's perfectly fine. For me personally, I make YouTube content on games as long as it's fun. When a game is no longer fun to make YouTube content on, or I play a game and making content on it isn't fun, I don't make YouTube videos for it anymore. That doesn't mean I stop playing games. I still play a lot of other games that I don't make YouTube content for anymore, but I still have a lot of fun playing it. And equally, there's games that at certain point are no longer fun. Save the World, if they messed with the capacity to play with other people, I wouldn't play Save the World. Playing Save the World solo is not fun for me at all. Or if someday they did some major change that made the game not fun for me, I would stop playing. So just that's how I do it. Save the World right now is tons of fun for me, even though I am very realistic of the situation of how Save the World is, how it's not being developed, how it's not being taken care of, how Fortnite and Epic are just not focusing on it. I'm completely realistic about that, and you guys know that I've done that, especially like in videos like the sabotage video or a lot of other videos. I will be very, very realistic of the situation of Save the World, or the lack of the situation of Save the World. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing it. The game is fun. I'm going to keep playing the game as long as it's fun, guys. Next question is from HW saying, question, do you think we'll see a change in the Adventures modifier before the season ends? We were told to bring our flashlights for season 2, and if this was a reference to Hexylvania Basements, then I feel conned because you don't have a flashlight for Hexylvania. Yeah. It would be wonderful if we had a total darkness modifier, but we don't really have flashlights. Now the question is, we do have, not next week but the week after that, we have that new questline coming. Will that new questline have some sort of total darkness modifier? I think it'd be wonderful. I think it'd be awesome if we had a total darkness modifier that we had to use a flashlight on, but then again, we don't really use flashlights, so it's kind of like, you're kind of left with that whole, how are we supposed to bring a flashlight if we don't need it, unless they introduce some new mechanic into the game where you have to use batteries to have a flashlight. I don't know. It sounds wonderful, but I think it was just like a loose reference to whole, we're going to Hexylvania where it's dark and dreary, but you never know. It could be awesome. There could be something. El Nasar says, question, how can we make our voices reach Epic? Make a hashtag, write to them, or what? Because we need to do something about the status of the game we paid for. It's not free like Battle Royale, and they first lied when they said it would be free. Just give us your money for now. Now they took the money and said we lied. It will not be free, and we will develop it and add more content with your money. We use it in BR to make more money. For us, how could it be an event shop and nothing new for a whole week except an X? If we need to make a stand, we are so many. Yes, first of all, we are a lot of people, and it's very important, like to what you said at the end. The only thing that a company like Epic will understand is money. So this is the thing. If a lot of people stop playing Save the World, I think at this point right now, they'll just close the game. The only way that you could make any change in Save the World is if you are a billionaire and you buy a bunch of stock of Epic and you tell them, hey, I want you to make changes like this, but if you are like that, you're just taking a loss, because right now where Save the World is, it will cost more money to put into a game that is 3 years old, which might make money. At this point, I mean, Save the World is that's just the point where the game is now. For the rest of what you said, Yes, we paid for an early access game. Now, I don't know how many other early access games you paid for, but when you buy an early access game, when you support an early access game, you're putting your money in and saying, hey, I understand that this game may be released, may not be released. That's what an early access game is. I've supported a lot of different early access games, and a lot of times these games never pass a couple of months. You give them 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, and sometimes they don't ever even come out of development. They just stay there. Sometimes the games don't really advance much. Sometimes they close. A lot of different things can happen. Now, with Save the World, it's a very difficult situation because Save the World was an awesome game, and would it have lasted without Battle Royale? I don't know. We can't answer that question unless someone can go to a different dimension or a different timeline and see, hey, what happened in a timeline where Battle Royale never came out. I personally feel that the only reason why Save the World's still around is because Battle Royale was so successful. If not, I think that Save the World would have gotten Paragoned. If you don't know what that is, look up Paragon on YouTube or online, and you'll be able to see what happened to another awesome game from Epic that just got closed. So I don't think they lied to us, because if you look at just the black and white, the contract, if you read the terms of service, that's how it is. We gave our money to hopefully have them develop a game without really expecting anything in return. Did they change their mind a lot? Yeah. They said that they were going to release a game free to play. They said a bunch of different things, and those things never happened. So at this point in the game, and again, like I said before, I'm very realistic about these things. I don't think there's anything we can do. But you also have to take a look at it from a different point of view. Take a look at it from the point of view of a brand new player. If you were a brand new player, you've never heard of Save the World. Let's say you've played Battle Royale. Oh, and also what you said about Battle Royale being free. Battle Royale is not free. If you play Battle Royale, I would ask you to look at how much money you've spent. Chances are you've spent a lot more than you spent on Save the World. And some people got Save the World for $20. Some people got Save the World for $20. A gigantic game with huge zones, gigantic storylines, constant different events, llamas, items, hundreds of heroes, survivors, defenders. It's a gigantic game for $20. And I know a lot of people who have Save the World for $20, and they buy skins every week or every day, and they have spent thousands, if not more than thousands, on Battle Royale. And yes, Battle Royale, you're buying skins. Battle Royale, it's not a loot crate kind of thing. It's not a loot box kind of thing. It's not an RNG thing. They're not telling you, hey, spend $10 and you might get this skin. No. Fortnite is just basically saying, hey, you want to look like a tomato with a giant fuzzy purple hat? Here you go, pay $10. And that's great, because that way it's like, hey, you want this, then pay for it. That's all you have to do. There's no difference, there's no hiding what they're trying to do. Of course, a lot of people are going to do it regardless, because they want to look like a tomato with a giant purple hat, and they don't, and then months down the line, they're like, hey, I just spent $700 to look like a celery, a tomato, and a potato, all with different colored giant fuzzy hats. But that's just the reality of the game. So I don't think they've lied to us in that sense. Equally, I do not think Battle Royale is free, because I just don't think it is. And if you were lucky enough to buy Save the World before it was out of Founders, when you were still a founder, then you can grind V-Bucks to spend on Battle Royale. And in that sense, you got a wonderful deal. And like I said before, if you are a brand new player to Save the World, like right now, even without V-Bucks, if you're a brand new player, you are walking into a massive, beautiful game. A beautiful game. Giant zones, hundreds of hours of gameplay. and potentially hundreds more, because there's going to be events coming. And I think right now, for a brand new player, it'll take them about 2 years to consume all the content in the game, maybe about a year and a half, because of the rotating of the missions and everything that's going to be coming back, all the heroes and schematics and everything and all that. It's massive. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful game that even with ventures too. Like a brand new player right now, like we answered that question at the beginning, what are they going to do? Focus on the mission, focus on ventures, focus on dungeons, focus on the storyline. There's too much to do right now for a brand new player. And that's great for a brand new player. For a veteran, ventures in a recycled area with recycled missions and a kind of new modifier that is kind of So yeah, that's how it is. It hides a lot. Ask, hey, question. Hides a lot again. I watched your stream the other day when the Eliminate Collect mission failed to start objective and you had to back out. I wonder why you didn't report the bug. Is it because it's impossible to report bugs like this anymore? If so, what can we do about it? So I do report bugs, but I usually report them off stream. And what I do is I will just take a clip from my stream showing what happened, and I'll use the report system on the Epic website or on Reddit or on the Trello board. I don't really report things on stream because it just slows down my stream. No one wants to see me just, write a report and find a clip, and that's why I don't do it on stream. Mr. Pro says, hello, I have a question. I don't know if this comment will be seen by someone, but I need help with Save the World. To get a samurai pack, my friend told me after I get my 1,000 V-Bucks, I can't get more. My question is, can I upgrade from this pack to Founders Edition or the cheap edition, and can I get a refund for this pack? Please tell me. No, you can't. There is no V-Bucks. If you bought Save the World before June 30th, 2020, yes, you get V-Bucks. If you bought Save the World after July 1st, 2020, there are no more V-Bucks that you can possibly get. After you get those 1,000 V-Bucks, there's nothing else. Now, if you've already used those 1,000 V-Bucks in, let's say, some skins in Battle Royale or something, chances are you're not going to get a refund. Now, if you notice that it's not what you want, those 1,000 V-Bucks and the skin and the back bling is not worth $15 to you, then you could probably request a refund through, Epic, and they'll take it away, but they would probably take away the 1,000 V-Bucks as well. Now, if you're just buying Save the World just for the V-Bucks, wrong game for you, dude. Save the World is awesome. It's a huge, awesome game, dude. And even if you're not getting V-Bucks, you need those X-ray tickets to unlock llamas, to open up llamas. And yeah, I think it's worth it. But it's your money, dude. Do whatever you want. Sam's Gaming asks, question, what do you think of recent 760 power level zones and recent animation added to the mechanical parts? That includes 6-star vendor tech mech parts too. I feel that means something when they said they will progress at a slower pace. I would like to know your thoughts on these changes. Okay, spoiler alert, the mechanical parts used to be animated years ago. When the game, was it an alpha or after? I don't remember if it was actually in the actual game, but the mechanical parts used to move, and then one day they just stopped moving. Is this something that they finally figured out how to fix, or is it something that they were like, oh yeah, we can make them move, let's flip the switch and turn them I have heard some people saying that the mechanical parts moving is probably because in some way, shape or form, they're going to add these to Battle Royale, which would make sense, or creative. It would make sense. It would make sense to add the animation because they're going to be used in other places. I kind of think it's just we forgot about this. The 160 power level zones, I do feel though that eventually they're great right now, but as people get stronger because of the superchargers, I think that we're going to need more. We're definitely going to need more areas. We're going to need more difficulties. We're going to need more items. And like I said before, I give the game about 6 months to a year and a half before people get too overpowered and they have to actually either add level 180 zones, which is probably what they're going to do, 184 man zones, or they're going to actually add a new area and new materials and new levels, and we'll have to wait and see. Michael asks, question, why haven't you used your superchargers? 2 answers to that. First answer, I am a hoarder and I find a really hard time using stuff. And B, I have been pretty much away for the past 2 weeks since mid-September, and I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance to really take a look at pretty much since the beginning of season 2 in Ventures. I just haven't had a chance to do anything. So I don't know what I'm going to use my superchargers on. I don't know what weapon to supercharge. And I mean, I'm leaning towards the Xenon bow because, come on, Xenon bow. But I wouldn't mind putting it all on the Zap Zap. Maybe the Zap Zap would get really awesome then. And I do need to use it on my survivors. I do. It hides a lot. So I think this is the last question, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. Okay. So hides a lot asks again, hi, good to see you back with normal videos. Thank you for recognizing that, dude. I appreciate it. I have a lot of items in the collection book, but there are a few I don't seem to be able to get. These are the ones like Light Show Spitfire, which you can get from Candy Valley Defense 2, but cannot recruit. I have one which I use in my hero loadout, but how can I get another one for the collection book? If it's not possible to get another one, is there another hero with the same team perk? Other example is Ventura Ramirez, Outlander. Okay, so yes, Light Show Spitfire, I think he is the only one with that perk, and if I'm not mistaken, the only way to get him was from Candy Valley Defense 2. Really? Oh wait, are they the ones from the special? Yeah, they're the ones from the special missions, aren't they? Currently, no, there is no other way of getting them. And you're saying that you can't recruit it? I didn't know you can't recruit Light Show Spitfire. Let's see. Light Show Spitfire. Is he's not an event person though, is he then? Personnel. Let's see. He's a soldier. So he would... Oh, there he is. Campaign soldiers. I know you guys can't see this question right now, but I'm just checking. There's Light Show Spitfire. And yes, you can't recruit them. You can't recruit any of these campaign soldiers. So let me show you guys real quick in here. Boop. So here, in the regular heroes at the very bottom, you've got these campaign soldiers. Yeah, so I guess there is no way. This item can be earned by reaching collection book 100, earned by completing the hero quests and hero quests. So at this point, there's definitely not another way of doing it. And so you either put them in your collection book or you use them. Huh. The only thing I could tell you is that they've either forgotten about them and one day they'll make it so that you can, recruit them with a voucher, or maybe one day we'll be able to do another set of missions, or they'll just show up in the collection book. Sorry, in the shop. It's possible. But at this point, I really don't think there's other ones. And I don't think that there are any other heroes with this same perks. That's a good catch. I would have to say just it's one of those things you're gonna have to wait for. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot. I know this video ended up being very, very long. I didn't want it to be this long, but that's just how it is. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment down below for an entry into this 2,800 V-Buck gift card. I wonder if they're gonna lower the prices of gift cards eventually, because now this should not be this much. Because the bonus doesn't really make sense anymore. But so 2,800 V-Bucks are up for grabs this week. Make sure to leave a comment down below and check in on next week's video, Q&A video, to see who won. And like I said, from now on, every single week we're going to be announcing a new giveaway. I have a few more of the 1,000 V-Buck gift cards to give away. I've got some... We might do other gift cards because I have some iTunes gift cards. I have some Google Play gift cards. I think I have a couple of Xbox gift cards. I think I have one PlayStation gift card still. But yeah, so I might, you know what we might do? Keep an eye out on my community page here on YouTube too. I might go ahead and do a poll every week, and you guys are going to get to decide what gift card it is. We'll have to see. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.